My name is John Farn. I'm the General Manager of Ballyliffin Golf Club in Donegal, Ireland. Ballyliffin is a 36-hole complex, two courses, two championship links courses, the Old Links and Glashedy Links. We're the most northerly club in the country. We're in Donegal, and although we're the most northerly club in the country, we are not in Northern Ireland. Um, right beside us we have Portstewart, Portrush, Rosapenna, Portsalon, so there's a great selection of links courses in this part of the country. Ballyliffin itself dates back to the 1940s initially. It was set up by local businessmen and it developed over the years until in 1970 they purchased 350 acres of ground here from the local farmers and developed the ground themselves. They had a little assistance from Eddie Hackett initially to get the first 18 up and running, and that was finally completed in the early 70s. Ballyliffin strove to develop and was one of the instrumental in developing the first Open Week, which brought visitors from all over the world to Ballyliffin and put it on the map. And later on in the early 90s, Ballyliffin developed an association with Nick Faldo, of which we're very proud. Nick came here just before his defence of the Irish Open and fell in love with the place, so much so that he made an offer to the club to take over the running of the club for a period of 30 years. The club politely turned that down, but the relationship with Faldo developed and blossomed, and we invited him back in 2005 to revamp the Old Links. The Old Links is a traditional links course mown from the ground as God made it. Very much a natural, classic Old Links. The terrain is pretty bumpy, but really gives you a true reflection of what golf used to be like. The Glashedy Links is a modern championship links, very much a bigger greens, bigger fairways. It's set on the higher ground outside the Old Links. Both 18s finish here in front of the marvellous clubhouse, which was opened in 2000. It's a members club, and the members are very much involved in the running of the club. So basically each and every member has a shareholding in the club whilst they are a member, and we're very proud of that. And whilst membership is blossoming, we do rely to a great degree on green fees and visitors. So Ballyliffin has developed an international reputation now as being one of the premier links complexes in the world, and obviously we're very proud of that.
So, John, what would you say would be your signature holes on the both courses?
Okay, well, on the Old Links, the signature hole is definitely the fifth, the tank, as it's called. The tank gets its name from, it used to be a water tank up there that supplied the water supply to the golf club, but more recently it's the tank has become known as being the hardest hole on the course, because although it's only a little par 3 uphill about 155 yards, in the wind it can play anything from a pitching wedge to 3 wood. So it's a card maker or a card breaker, but a beautiful setting, a green surrounded in dunes, elevated green, and a very tight target in the wind. And obviously we get quite a bit of wind in Ballyliffin. That's what links golf is all about. On the other course, I would say the signature hole is the par 5 13th, uphill, with dunes on either side of the fairway. Generous fairway, but bunkered considerably as you progress up through the hole. But really it gets interesting up at the green with a huge cavernous revetted bunker at the front left of the green, with all the terrain sloping in towards the bunker. Anything short and you're in it, and believe me, it's difficult to get out. So it's definitely the 13th, the par 5 on Glashedy, with Glashedy Rock in the background out in the bay. It is the signature hole of the Glashedy Links. In terms of advice for the average golfer, I'm only an average golfer myself, but to play in Ballyliffin and playing in links conditions, obviously the wind is going to be a factor, whether it's into the wind or against the wind. You need a club up and swing with ease into the breeze, as Gary Player used to say. Still holds through, and take an extra couple of clubs and try and keep the ball lower to the ground and putt wherever possible. There's no point in taking lob wedges out here 20-30 feet from the green. You need to be keeping the ball on the ground and getting it running and keeping it on the ground for as long as possible.
17th.